Boy. All right, what's up, folks? Push off this camera. There we go. All right. Let's see if we can have a good time for a minute. Just another technology live stream with Jay Williams. Anybody out there? It's a Saturday night, man, and I felt like hanging out for a little bit. I've been kind of busy with a whole bunch of stuff, so I wanted to go ahead and just do a quick live stream, hang out with everybody for a minute. Let me pop open a live chat real fast. Hello, everybody. Hello, everybody. What's good? What's good? Let's pop open the live stream real fast on the side over here and get it fired up. Hope everybody's having a good Saturday. It's Saturday, right? Yeah, it's Saturday. Everybody's good. Let's get this thing open here. Just another live stream. We'll talk about a few things, man, and then I'll let you get on with your night, with your families and everything. Trying to get this console open over here on the side so I can look at the live stream chat a little bit bigger. Let's see here. Here we go. What's going on with the audio and video quality? Is it decent? It's good enough for you guys, man? YouTube is showing that the quality of the stream is poor, like really bad, like it's not good footage. Yeah, okay, so YouTube on the background, okay, it just updated. It says good now, okay. It says that it should sound good and look good. It should be pretty decent. All right. Yeah, I'm trying out something different here. It's kind of a brownish tint or whatever. Let me see. I want to know if I could do this. I'm trying to figure out how I can do it a little different. I like to test out all these products that I get, man. So let's open up the chat here on the side so I can get a big chat window. Everything looked decent. It might be just my glasses. Yeah, my glasses sometimes. Oh, okay, yeah. It looks better now. Now that when I put my glasses on, it seems like everything kind of fades to a different tint or whatever. I don't know what that's about, but the reflection for the front camera. Let's open up this chat, man. Let's pop this chat out so I can make it. Oh, there he is. LaShawn's in the house. I see you. Let's make this chat kind of big for me. All right, so let's see here. Restore. Oh man, LaShawn, my man, he done turned into a full-blown YouTube content creator. Let me see if I can get this chat big enough for me. Is that Gigi? What's going on, G? All right, let me see how I can do this. Make this chat bigger. Yep, there we go. All right, I got the chat big now. I can, oh, that's a little too big. All right, so hopefully the chat looks okay. I mean the chat, hopefully the video, I know the audio is good. Hopefully the video is good enough. You know what I'm saying? I'm testing out some different devices here. And then the LEDs are kind of bright, but let me see, how do I flip the camera? Let's see here. How do I flip this? Can you flip it? Yeah, here we go. All right, how's that? Let's check this real quick. I'm testing out different phones and stuff like that. So hopefully, let me open this up on a device here just to see how it looks. This is now the rear camera. I want to see what the rear camera is doing. Oh yeah, that's fire right there. That looks so nice right there, son. Oh yeah, this camera is the truth, man. Let me adjust a little bit. This is the truth, man. This phone is so good. Yeah, man. That's the truth right there. Looks a little bit better. Yeah, the rear is much better. I think the front is good too. It's just that for live streams, I think the front is not doing too great. But the front camera is actually a little bit better than the rear for certain things. But I guess for a live stream, um, this is going to be fire right here. That actually looks fantastic, son. So, what am I using? You guys tell me, man. What do you think I'm using? What device? What device do you think I'm using, folks? Anyway, so I want to talk tech for a little bit. Let's see here. Get this. Yeah, the audio is fantastic on here. Audio is great, man. This is a killer device, man. It's just killer. The front camera on this phone is actually really good, but for a live stream, probably not. This rear camera, though, for a live stream is fire, man. I mean, I'll tell you what the phone is in a little bit. But I was chilling, you know what I'm saying, just kicking back, and I was like, man, I'm getting ready to do a live stream. I was getting ready to get a cup of coffee, and I was like, man, I'm just making some adjustments to the tripod real quick. I was getting ready to get a cup of coffee, and I was like, man, I got to test this phone in a live stream. And I'm happy that I did, man, because I like to get it going. Tanner, what's up, man? Tanner up in here. Yeah, I see you. I see you. So hope everybody's having a good night. I just wanted to talk about some of the stuff that I've been seeing, that I've seen online. Cedric, what's going on? Everybody that's in, man, I appreciate y'all coming in. SBB40, I see you. I haven't done a live stream in a minute, but yeah. I see you. I see you. Yeah, that's love. See if I can get this two windows up, you know what I'm saying? Anyway, this should be good right here. I just want to get another window open for y'all so I can get back on this side. Yeah. So the quality of the stream is good. Everything is good. Grant up in here too? What Grant at? Oh man, Grant. Yeah, I love when the big dogs come in here, man. I love to see a whole bunch of big dogs in my stream. That's love right there. It's the middle of the night. It's 10 o'clock Central Standard Time, and you guys are showing love. And yeah, I like that, man. That's what's up. Hopefully you guys having a good night, man. I wanted to go ahead and talk about some of the stuff that I've seen online. I didn't want to do in like another video or anything like that. So I was like, I shot some videos. I haven't really been putting out as much content as I normally do. I know you guys noticed. I'm just enjoying life, man. Traveling and family time, vacation. Like I'm on vacation 24/7, but I am checking the internet when I can. And yeah, man, this is really, really good stuff I'm hearing about Samsung with the Galaxy S20 line. Normally when I do a live stream, I release a little bit of information. So I already have like this Galaxy S20 kit coming my way with like dummy units and all this stuff. I think all of them are going to be in there. And I got a bunch of cases, a bunch of stuff. Every year, this is how it goes. But I said in another video, that to you guys, this is the year where I completely convert or try to stay well focused on saving consumers money. And so therefore, I've been reviewing phones. I've been buying and reviewing phones that are pretty much 300 or less, because I feel like this is a market to where a lot of people have just overlooked it. I don't want to be that type of YouTuber that only does phones that are like $1,000, $950, $1,200, $1,500, because that is where the industry is going. They're going to try to pull everybody that way, but not me. I'm trying to stay in a situation where I can help people and still do reviews. And on the flip side of that, I could save a lot of money, because you don't want to be what's up, Albert? I see you, man. You don't want to be in a situation where you're a YouTuber and you're just spending a whole bunch of money on phones and then you're not getting anything in return. So yes, I do pretty well overall, but I say it's time to humble myself and get back to reality and take the channel back to where I started it, which was buying phones that was like $229. And I owe it to you guys to do that much. But the S20, the new iPhones, I'll probably have them all. So, but my main focus is phones that are like 300 or less. Sorry if there's some focus hunting. I'm gonna try to focus on me. I don't know. I can see a little focus on it. But hey, you got to test out these products. Yeah. So it looks really good overall, though, from what I can see. So I'm trying to get consumers um, low priced bang 'em up phones. So we're already in the month of January, and look at what I've given you for review already. It started what in December when I think I grabbed the A51 in December, late December, or whenever I could get it. That was the kicker right there. And then I got you guys a review of the what was it? The S20. Now the Samsung Galaxy Note S A20s. That's the one. And I also got you guys a Xiaomi Redmi Note 8 review. Those two phones, all of these phones that I'm talking about, cost under $300, and that is where I want to stay. I'm going to try to kick this whole year off like that, man. I'm predominantly like the main focus. I want it to be on lower price phones. So Albert says I'll be more relevant ever with this new focus. Yeah, man, I'm trying to. There's a ton of people that are going to review the new iPhone. It's going to be generic reviews. They're going to get the phone, and the next day they're going to give it a full review, or 2 days later they're going to give it a full review. Here's something that I've decided to try to pull far away from, because Apple never sends me a review unit. They don't ever send. Apple doesn't do anything for anybody. Well, they send certain people certain things, but Apple's looking for numbers to push their product. So they're going to send it to people who have. 5 million subs and stuff like that. Apple's looking for numbers. They never supported me throughout the years. I'm not saying that I'm not going to buy their products, but why should I promote their brand so heavily when they don't care about me? They don't even know who I am. I'm spending $1,500, $1,000 on stuff, and other YouTubers get it for free, and they review it and do a review in a week, and they got a full review out. And I'm using this phone for like a month or two, trying to give you some real content on it. I'm kind of kicking back from that, man. I could save myself a lot of headache, and I could save you a lot of headache by giving you even more consistent reviews with phones that you can actually purchase. You see what I'm saying? So I would rather give you a phone review on something that you actually could get, even if it's importing a phone, or going on eBay, Amazon, blah blah blah, searching somewhere, GearBest. I'm still going to try to give you phones that you can actually purchase that's really within your price range, man, because I would rather have it to where people are not financing phones. I've never been a person that was a fan of financing, but I said I can't tell a person not to finance a phone, because they could get the hottest new phone if they're willing to finance it on their bill. I personally want my bill to be $100. It's what it's supposed to be with the taxes and whatever thing, because I have 4 lines for $100, 5 lines, something like that, with $100, and that's what I want my bill to be. So I feel like if I'm going to do reviews for you, my primary focus now should really be phones that are under $300. Let me see what Tana says. Tana said, you say a lot of times budget devices do better in numbers as well. Yeah, they do. They do. They do. Team lit up in here. They do. They do really good. And it's more of a we both win, if you will. I'm just being transparent about it. I spent a lot of money on phones throughout the year. Like, if you calculate all the money, and I remember some people say, "Oh, Jay, you just feel like that because you buying full cost. You shouldn't buy full cost. You're doing that to yourself or whatever." I've heard all the comments people say, and I've read them, and I'm mad at them. They have a right to their opinion, but you do feel differently. Some reviewers feel different. I've gotten my share of review phones. Let's not get it twisted. I get a fair amount of review phones in, and I'll be transparent and tell you that. But this is a situation where we both win. You, the customer, and me, the reviewer. I'm not spending a ton of money throughout the year doing reviews on phones that most people won't even buy, or they're just going to finance them on their account. I want to do reviews on a bunch of phones slowly but surely, mixing every now and then throw a high price phone in there, because it's going to be only Samsung and Apple with the high price phones. I mean, who else is going to make us pay a whole bunch of money for phones, and you want to put them on your phone bill? Yeah, even OnePlus is going to get love from me again this year, because their phones are under 600. They're doing more than the bigger name brands. They're giving you more for less money. Let's just go ahead and be real about that. If specs are important to you, OnePlus is definitely giving, and Xiaomi, we already know they're even less than OnePlus. Xiaomi phones are even less than OnePlus, and you get even better specs. You know what I'm saying? So OnePlus for the win. Like my man Albert said, I got to get them some more love because they're doing things that a lot of people aren't doing. They're giving you a whole bunch of specs. Now, while their phones and cameras aren't the best, their phones are at the top of the line, though. I think I ranked the OnePlus number 2 this year, or number 3. I think OnePlus made its number 3 this year or last year. I forgot. I forgot, but the Galaxy S20 is coming. It's coming. Um, the iPhones are coming. The Galaxy Notes are coming. And, it's kind of like, how do you, as a reviewer, like, I wonder how it would be if Apple did Apple sent out the new Mac computers to MKBHD and iJustine, and I think Jonathan Morrison got one too. But they skipped the media, you know what I'm saying? Because they know that they're a bigger influence than CNN and all those companies. They're not stupid. But I wonder how I would be if Apple was sending me all these things, and would I just say they're great and tell you to go and buy them? I would never tell you to go buy a $15,000 or $60,000 computer. That's dumb. If you're a YouTuber, use your phone. If you're a YouTuber, use your Chromebook or whatever you have in front of you and edit right there on the go. You know what I'm saying? So I think it's important that as a YouTube content creator, for me, I'm going to use my voice that way. So I'm going to review the S20 probably. I'm not sure yet. I'm going to review the S20. I'm going to review some of these phones. However, it's not that important if I don't. I think I'm to the point where views are almost important, but they're not that important because really the views really don't mean anything. I could show you money that I made on a video that's got 100,000 views, and you would think, oh, I know he killed it. You would be thinking he got 100,000 views in 2 weeks. I know he killed it. Like some of the videos I did on the A51, the first one I did reached 100 and something thousand like in the first 2 weeks, I think. You would think the money would flow with that, but it's not like what you think, man. YouTube ad revenue, and it's easy for me because I'm not trying to live off of YouTube. It's not like I benefit by doing videos. Let's up front and say I don't make any money from it, but I benefit from doing the videos. But it's like how can I explain it to you? On the Galaxy Note videos, I got a lot of views, and all those views brought me $5,000 to $10,000 possibly off of one phone, off of some videos. I'm always transparent. If you wanted to know, that's what it is. Some of the Galaxy Note 10 videos, easily $5,000 off of a couple of videos, but views come at a certain cost. So if people watch the ads or they click on the ads, that's there's too much that goes in to tell you how money is calculated on YouTube. You've got the clicks per page, and there's just way too much. But with the lower price phones, for me as a person doing YouTube, I could pull in those same types of views, and the money, I don't know how I got started about this, but the money won't be the same because there's a lot of people interested in it. But in reality, a lot of people aren't watching the videos all the way through, and they're not clicking on ads and stuff like that. So more people are interested in the Galaxy Note 10 devices, basically. So they're willing to watch something in a longer detail. But the A51 is a phone that, since I've had it pretty much, let's just say I've made enough money to get a couple of them free. How about that? I've had a month's worth of videos. I've had enough views and stuff to get a couple of them free. That's a good reference for you. And they don't cost a lot. You see what I'm saying? So when the S20 comes out, you know that the specs won't match the price probably. You know that the views are going to go to, and right now I'm kind of talking to YouTubers for some reason. I don't know. I didn't plan on doing that, but you know that the views won't match the specs, and the views won't match the funds that you're going to get if you purchase that phone straight out. It's just not going to match up. So keep that in mind if you decide to run out and pay for the phones like I do, because in the end we turn around and we have to sell those phones eventually if we want to get some kind of funding back for it too. Jay Williams, hello, can you assist me, please? Vivo Nex 3 or Mate 20X. I never had the Vivo Nex 3. I don't think I did. I might have. But either way, Mate 20X all day long. Mate 20X over the Vivo Nex 3. Early adopters always pay the high prices. You're absolutely right, son, because early adopters may get like especially with Samsung, you get like a free watch, a free, they're giving you all this stuff and they're saying it's free, but technically you're paying the high price unless you do a trade-in. If you do a trade-in, Samsung Galaxy Note 10 owners, nobody should have paid more than $650. Last year, nobody should have paid more than $650. So I did it twice. I traded in an old iPhone from like 3 years ago, my iPhone 10 or whatever it was. They gave me $600, and then I traded in a 10R and got another $600. Both of those, the 512 and the other ones that we bought, 600 and 500. That's a killer deal. That's just a good deal. So hopefully, what's up, El Boogie? I see you here. Hopefully this year Samsung brings out the thunder and they decide to drop some serious trade-in value for phones. But I've gotten to the point where trade-ins is cool and everything, but I'd rather sell it. So I'm not really what's going on, B Posey? What's going on, son? I'm not really in it this year for the big name brands. The Pixel, man, I've been fortunate and blessed enough to be a part of Team Pixel. Shout out to Team Pixel, Sean in the house. I've been fortunate enough to be a part of Team Pixel, and so they're sending out the Pixels to us, and I'm appreciative of that. But my reviews are still the same. If it's something not good about it, I'm going to tell you. I'm not going to just pump it up just because, you know what I'm saying? So you got to keep it all the way 100. But Team Pixel in the house, you already know. And I'm not a part of Team Pixel just because they're sending me these phones. I bought Pixels prior to that, and somehow they took notice of that, and they decided, hey, let's bring him as a part of Team Pixel. So much love to Team Pixel all day long. Get LaShawn started. Uh-oh. There he is. We know you like your Pixel, man. Do you agree there will be no Note 11? I have no idea. What's going on? Is that versatile? I got to put my glasses on. I think that's versatile. I don't know if there's going to be a Note 11, but I know one thing. Hit Wanda, what's going on, sir? I know one thing. Let's talk about the Galaxy S10 Lite and the Galaxy Note 10 Lite. Now, a lot of people are saying, why did they make these phones? Where do they fit? Well, something to remember is they definitely fit. I don't think Samsung will put a phone out or two phones out and have them just not even have a place. Somebody is buying. Like, I'm already interested in the Note 10 Lite because it has the form factor of the Galaxy A51. It's just a little higher in price. So, but it's a Galaxy Note though, you know what I'm saying? So that's important to me. The S Pen is so helpful, folks. Also, the Galaxy Note 10 Lite is going to get the new design, with the rounded corners, the big screen. Think about that now. It's going to have a 6.7-inch display. It comes in red, and they're going to sell a boatload of those, by the way. People can laugh about it. You'll see some reviewers and people putting out videos. Like, there's already reviews on this phone. It's not even out yet, which is cool, man. I mean, I guess, you know what I'm saying? They're saying they're reviews, but to me, they're not reviews. They're just first impressions. But the Note 10 Lite, that thing is going to sell like hotcakes, man, because there is a market for it. Like I fall into that market. I like the form factor of the A51, the A70, the A71. All those phones have that rounded corners, but they have that big screen. And so when you consider that, the Galaxy Note 10 Lite and the S10, they have a place for somebody. Somebody's going to buy them. Even if it's not in the U.S., a lot of people get the mindset that the U.S. is the center of the earth. I mean, come on. Everything doesn't revolve around the U.S. market. I mean, even though they try to put it out there like that, nah. Other markets are doing way better than other markets like Xiaomi over in different areas. Apple portrays himself as the king of all this other crap. We sold 8 billion smartphones. Man, Xiaomi and Huawei and all these other companies are doing worlds better. But why would the U.S. make themselves look bad by saying that those companies are outselling them? All those numbers that come out, man, reality is Xiaomi, Huawei, and even Samsung A-line offers way more than a lot of phones out there, man. They do. they offer way more. This is actually the Samsung Galaxy A51 that I'm using. I decided to fire it up and use it for a live stream. Why not? Why not? I mean, I got a $280 phone, and I feel like it does better than so many of the phones that I have in my catalog. The Xiaomi Redmi Note 8. It's just going down like that, man. And you cannot sleep on these phones. You can try to. You can try to say that they're not good and, oh, the processor is this, and that. You can say that all you want to, but those are the people out there who don't buy them and just go on what somebody else said. But I can guarantee you, man, appreciate it, Hitwanda, appreciate it. If you go out and buy some of the phones that's being recommended, let me tell you, the A51, somebody, I'm going to answer these questions on this live stream. Somebody said A51 or Xiaomi Redmi Note 8, A51. Somebody said A20s or the A51, folks. A51 across the board. A51 over all of those Xiaomi phones, the Pro and all this. Once you guys start getting out of specs and getting some real usage in, you'll see what it is. The A line, period. The A line, period, over most of the Xiaomi phones that are 300 or less. That's just a preference. And some people say, hey, man, the Exynos processor, blah, blah, blah. What's up, two phones? The Exynos processor, blah, blah, blah. Hey, look, it is what it is, man. It's a matter of choice, and you got to make the choice. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to that super chat, man. Thank you for reviewing so the regular guy could buy it. Yeah, no doubt, B, no doubt. Because that's my purpose going into this year. Again, you'll see some phones that cost a lot, but if a person tells me right now, what phone do you recommend right now? I'm going to say the Galaxy A51 for a number of reasons. Oh, it's too close. And here's an argument that people make. They say, well, you could get this comment just popped out at me. It's now I look a lot younger. I know you look a lot younger. Why? Because I shaved my beard off and stuff. But anyway, there's a lot of people that say you can get a previous year's flagship. You can get this. You can get that. And I just tell them, go ahead and get that. You get an older design, an older processor. It doesn't matter that you think it's a faster processor. You're getting the latest with some of these phones that are coming out right now in the mid-range game. Xiaomi, Samsung, Huawei. I really wish Huawei, man, and ZTE too, man. Don't sleep on your ZTE, man, because they definitely have some bangers, man, for like 170, man, 120. They got a ton of phones out there. I got a video coming out, a follow-up on that too. But if you sleep on like the phones that are, because of what the processor is, you're sleeping on yourself, because how can a person really get the gist of a phone by reading it what's on paper? We all, at some point or another, Team BlackBerry, what it is. I see you. Yeah, all day. We all get the gist of, we make a comment on something before we have it. We all do that. I personally try to, Tech Loving Mama, what's good? I personally try my best. I try my best to buy the devices. Grant says 500 and under, heated up last year and it's carrying into 2020 big all day long, man. 500 or less. I'm really curious about this. I'm curious about the OnePlus 8 Lite, because I think if they price it right, it'll be a direct competitor to the A line from Samsung. Now, the A line has always been great. It just wasn't really dominant in the US because they weren't officially selling a lot of them in the US. But now you got the A10, the A10e, the A20, the A50. You got a lot of phones that are officially in the US. And so when Samsung comes with the, there's supposed to be, just so you know, I don't know how true this is, but there's supposed to be a 5G version. Samsung is supposed to be the first to bring the 5G mid-range phones to the US, starting with the A71. Supposedly, it's already gotten certified for Verizon, and it's going to be on all the carriers. Now, I don't know how true that is, but the phone is supposed to drop on the 31st, I believe, of January. So we don't know how true this is, but I'm hoping that the powers that be go ahead and release the A71 so I can go ahead and buy it. Now, I'm hoping that they don't do this thing with this making. Now, I've heard the price of the A71 is going to be $399. So before you shake a leg at that and say, oh, there's no way I'm buying that, it has a Snapdragon 730 in it. Well, they're supposed to, if you don't know, the mid-range phones have a 5G modem. It's the Snapdragon, the Qualcomm Snapdragon 765. That's what you need to run 5G at a lower price. But I'm hearing that it's going to be a 5G version of the A71 for the US, period. And then it's going to be those regular A71s, so to speak. Now, here's what I plan on doing. If the 5G version comes to the US, you know they're going to jack the price up more than likely. But I'm told that the A71 is $399. Now, I don't know how true that is, but that sounds pretty good considering they're trying to take a direct competition against Google at this point, because Google Pixel 3a and 3a XL are the truth. They are the truth, folks. If you don't think so, go buy one. The Pixel 3a XL and Pixel 3, the haptic motors in those things, man, like when you texting and stuff and any kind of vibration, it's ridiculous, man. Battery life on the 3a XL, boss, top dog, man. It's like way up there. Like the battery is ridiculous, man. But see, where Samsung gets it right, they have the headphone jack on their A line. Yeah, putting the headphone jack on the A line, smart move. You also got Dolby Atmos, so that means you can grab one of your best set of earbuds and really get down, which I have. It's ridiculous. So I think that what Samsung needs to do, and I'm focusing on Samsung right now for a specific reason, because they're the ones that's taking the risks in the US, since the US then blocked out Huawei, blocked out Xiaomi, blocked out ZTE. They all have a part in that, man. I don't believe any different. There's no way you're going to block out all these other companies that are fantastic and have better hardware and better prices than all of the phones in the US. Come on, man. Wake up, son. They're trying to get more money out of you. So I have no problem importing a phone and getting it early or doing whatever it is just to get it. So let's just say the A71 comes out, right? And it hits carriers too. I'm not going to be in a rush to get the 5G version. I'm going to weigh it out, make sure I'm getting these prices right. I don't want to spend more than $400 for the Galaxy A71, because I know the OnePlus 8 Lite is going to drop, and it's going to be around 4 something probably. And then you got ZTE sitting over here selling this banging phone, $469, 8 gigs, 256 gigs of storage, Snapdragon 855, killer cameras, beautiful design. Come on, so you get too close to stuff like that, and it's stock Android too, man. So, I mean, I recommend the ZTE joint over a lot of phones, man. If you got that 400 and something bucks right now, you need to get that joint. It just got Android 10 also. And by the way, I got a video updating on that. It's flying. The phone is fast. So, I'm just keeping it all the way with you, man. It's really good. So, but there are a lot of phones out there that cost less than $300. And I said at the beginning of the year, I said, you know what? My phone of the year probably is not going to be a flagship in 2020. The flagship phones are getting ready to die off, and only people are going to be financing them on carriers. I'm going to try to push you as much content as I can for phones that are like 400 or less, 300 or less. I'm going to try to do that for you, because I want to keep you in a circle of, I mean, I can walk into Walmart right now and get a Samsung Galaxy A20 for like $99. Killer phone, man. Killer phone. Why not? I could do it. I mean, Samsung is trying to corner the market in every area. And they did a great job. I'm not saying it's a conspiracy with Samsung, so to speak, but you got to ask yourself, how is it Xiaomi, Huawei, and ZTE pretty much get blocked from the US, and they have killer hardware, killer products, cameras, price, they giving it to you? How is that possible? And then Samsung comes along and Apple stays in here and they're selling us these phones that cost way more. And now all of a sudden, Samsung is targeting every market. Samsung has a phone in every arena. Think about that. They got the A line, which are going to capture the mid-range, mid-tier, or lower. Because you got that Samsung A10 phone and the A10e. And then you go all the way up to the A50. The A50, raise your hand if you got an A50. Technically, I have an A50 series too, because even though it's an A51, check it out. The A50 is a flagship in disguise. Like the Samsung A50. Not the A51. The A51 to me is a flagship killer, just a slayer. But the A50 is a flagship, folks. Don't believe the hype, man. Flagship, state of mind. Flagship phones, just compare. Go to Tanner channel, man. Go to Tanner. He put out some content on the A50. I did the A51 and I did the A70. The A50 and 51 is killing it, man. Those are flagships. I don't care what nobody says. They're not flagships. The processor, shh. Don't know the first thing about doing things on your own. Shh. Stop listening to these people out here with 10 million subs and the phones are being handed right over and they're doing a review in 3 days. This is a real review. Come on, son. Stop it, man. Stop with these reviews in 5 days. It's impossible. It's impossible. We proved that with the Essential phone. They all trashed the Essential phone. And look what happened to the Essential phone. My Essential phone is still getting updates, son. There are plenty of phones out there that are not on the latest operating system, but the Essential phone is not one of them. The latest security patch, the latest operating system, and runs like a champ. It's killing it. So when I tell you something like the A50 line is a flagship phone, people laugh. Oh, no, it's no. Okay. You want to stay in the mindset of I gotta spend $900 to say that I have a flagship? Like the biggest crooks, I hate to be so direct, but the biggest crooks are Apple's. Apple iPhones are some of the biggest ripoffs I've ever seen. Let's just take, for instance, their new phones that are coming out. Apple is selling the same phone, and they have been doing it for years and years and years and years. Now, let's be clear on something. Apple's phones are stable. They get software updates regularly. They support their phones for at least 3 to 5 years, blah, 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 got good rear camera. But those phones are not worth it, folks. I mean, you can hear me go across the board and say that no phone is worth $1,000. I stand firm on that. But what I'm telling you is one of the companies are doing it. But what I'm saying is Apple is the biggest ripoff. Here's why. Some people say, well, you get what you pay for. You could bring out a phone, and I could be doing a review of it or something like that, and I could say, well, I ain't really like this. Well, you get what you pay for. You know, you only paid $200 for that, so what you expect? Wait a minute, clown, fool, dummy. I mean, let's reverse that. Sucker, why would I be upset that this phone is 2 seconds slower from opening Instagram if I pay $180 and you paid $1,000 or $1,200 just to say your Instagram opens faster? In most cases, you can take a $200 phone and put it against an iPhone, and it's going to look fantastic. The cameras are going to be, because by today's standards, you need to have a big battery, a camera, good cameras, and it needs to be good on social media. Every phone pretty much can do that now. I mean, you think about that. The Xiaomi Redmi Note 8, I paid $169. The cameras on that are pretty much better than most phones that are over $500. So a lot of people now are saying, oh, well, you know, you get what you pay for. Those people are followers. Like, no disrespect. Those are followers right there of what it's bad when you see people typing out, well, so-and-so said that this phone was the bust of the year. So-and-so said that this phone was not good. You gotta think for yourself. If you don't start thinking for yourself, you're going to be broke. You're going to be broke. I don't care how much money you got. You'll be broke. If you're following these people, you're going to be broke. The BlackBerry is tight. I told you I didn't buy that for like review. Just want to let everybody know I was back on the black. But the followers out there who go to video, you guys see them. The Pixel 4 was the bust of the year. That's the craziest thing ever. Pixel 4 is not the bust of the year. You're talking to somebody who was reviewing. I'm not saying that these guys are wrong. I'm just saying they're more of a show. They review a phone in a week and then they move on to something else. Just go to their channels, man. There's no way you can have a full review in 3 to 5 days, man. You could, I guess, but it's more still of an overview. What happens when that phone gets a software update? What happens? What do? You got to go buy it again? Are you going to go back to it again? There's no right or wrong way to review a phone. Don't ever take it like I'm saying these guys are wrong or these ladies are wrong who do that. I'm just saying you got to be mindful of how you spend your money. Because if anybody's on a video telling you, I'm giving away 10 MacBooks, that should be a red flag right there. Come on, man. When you're watching, and I'm not trying to sway you to watch me. You're here because you want to be here. You come back because you want to come back, sub or not, subscription or not. You're here because you want to be here. I'm not forcing anybody to watch my videos. I'm just giving it to you a certain way. And if you enjoy it, it is what it is. All of the sponsorships I've gotten over the years from Google, ZTE, all these different companies, I don't think I've sold out yet. Haven't gotten paid, nothing. I do license my material, but that's business right there. But I'm talking about them sending me something and saying, here's what we want you to do for us. That's not going to happen, son. I'm not joining no MCN. Shout out to Easy Computer Solutions. You learned the hard way about them MCNs, man. Don't do it. If you're a YouTuber, don't join an MCN, son. They're going to rob you. Just go look at Eric's channel. He could tell you. He made a couple videos about it. Horrible thing to do. Man, if you're on here and you have a voice, which we all do, you got to keep it 100 with the people. I mean, I've openly said I'm biased to BlackBerry, but, BlackBerry and WebOS, but I'm still not going to get on video. Look at my BlackBerry reviews. It's got some good and bad things about it. You know what I'm saying? It's, it is what it is. You can be partial to something, but no phone today is flawless to the point where it just gets a win, except for the Mate 20X. I guess if I was going to call a phone flawless, it would probably be the Mate 20X. I think that phone could be the perfect 10. The only downside I could possibly see is that it's kind of big. But what they did was they made a smaller version of it. It does have a little bit of different specs, but ultimately it's the same phone. So if ever I came across a 10, it was the Mate 20X and then the BlackBerry Passport. And the only reason I took points off for the Passport is because of how wide it is. And like the form factor, and it's the only thing I can say about the Mate 20X. It's just the form factor. It's too big for a lot of people. I mean, we're talking about a 7.2-inch display or a 7.3-inch display, whatever it is. And then the BlackBerry is square. You know what I'm saying? So you have to take off some points for things. But hey, look, if I've used the 10, it was the Mate 20X or it was the BlackBerry Passport. That's just how I feel. You can disagree or agree, whatever, you know what I'm saying? It's all good. I don't feel no type of way about it. But 2020 is going to be the year where we start to see, I see a comment I like here from Boothang. The days of high-priced phones are over, for sure. They're done. They're done. The days of high-priced phones are done. And see, this is where Samsung got smart and cornered the market. They got smart and did it like that. But I think, man, so in 2020, we're going to see the new iPhone. We're going to see the new Galaxy Note. We're going to see the new S line. Even the A line is coming through hard. You know what I'm saying? We're going to see a lot of phones. Apple's supposed to be working on 4 phones, folks. 4 iPhones. But check it. As a consumer, and here's what Apple's going to tell you, this is a very budget phone. It's only $499. It's got the latest internals. It looks the same, but it's got the K577 inside, and it's going to process everything. Listen, folks, dead that. All you do is video your family, video for social media, web browser, email. I mean, what are we really doing on our phones, to be honest? That's why I'm trying to get people to lean lean more towards spending 300 or 400 or less. And if OnePlus is smart, if OnePlus handles that business, that 8 Lite, if OnePlus does it right, I won't even buy the 8 or the 8 Plus. If I get one of those, it's going to be because I got it for free, or, I got it for the price of a lower, what I'm saying, something like that. If OnePlus does it right, I actually said last year that OnePlus could take over. And they can. But now the fight is with Samsung. Like, Samsung has really, really cornered the market. They got something in every corner. They got something everywhere, son. So I need OnePlus to make the 8 Lite, if it's real. Like, I could go through here and look now and see the OnePlus 8 Lite. I've seen the things where they got them all lined up next to each other. You got to see it. If the 8 Lite is real, that is the one that I'll probably go with. Especially if it costs like $399 or something like that, or $429. It is hard sometimes. As a reviewer, you get enticed to spend an extra $40 because you get a better processor, a bigger camera, blah, blah, blah. Yeah. OnePlus can knock Samsung in the yin yang if they just. It's going to be hard, though, because the A71 and the A51, I'm not even into buying previous year's flagships. You know what I'm saying? I'm not into that, because the current mid-range devices have the better design. They have great cameras. They're there already, and they also has better battery. They have big batteries in these mid-range phones now. For real, for real. Jay, what do you think about the OnePlus needs to do more specifically to be a winner? I think OnePlus needs to update their camera game, because my A51 has better cameras than my OnePlus 7T, I believe. I believe that. That's just personally what I believe. That's just me, though. But OnePlus needs to up their camera game, and because the A71 is a phone that I'm waiting on. I know I got the A51, but the A71 has got a bigger battery, a different processor, a bigger screen, and quote-unquote better cameras. It's just going to be the one, man. The A71 is a Galaxy Note 10 Lite with no S Pen. How about that? So I'm going to mess around and just go full-fledged Samsung again. Remember when I was Samsung? Remember I used to hang with these dudes, and they were all dudes like the Samsung Knights, man? Remember I used to hang with them? Then they turned clown, and, I had to cut them off. I was Samsung long before the Knights, you know what I'm saying? But I'm going to mess around and be a Samsung channel after a while, because I'm going to where it was affordable and things I could bring to you. But I think OnePlus can do it. I think OnePlus, LaShawn, Team Pixel all day. I think OnePlus can do it. Now, I've already reviewed the Mi 9T and all that. Xiaomi phones are nice, but I don't think they're touching the Samsung phones when it comes to like software and stuff like that. I've been rocking with Xiaomi. If you know me and you follow my channel, you know that I've been rocking with Xiaomi for a very long time. There was a point where I was reviewing a Xiaomi phone every couple of months. Like, I literally was Xiaomi all day long, man. And, it tapers off. You get bored. You got to switch it up. So the Pixel 4a, I'm hearing through you guys that there is no Pixel 4a XL. That will be detrimental only if they if they don't bring one of those out and they stick with just a small model, that's going to hurt them. But if they bring a phone that's kind of in the middle, like a 6.3 inch, they could probably get away with it. Or 6.2 inch, make it full screen like the Samsung phones, they could probably do it. But we already seen those leaks, and it's not looking too good. So, it's not looking too good. So it's definitely not looking too good. So, I just think Google Google brought up the 3A line and took hold for just a little bit. Then all of a sudden, they're going to bring a Google, what is it, Pixel, what's next, 5? Pixel 5? I would like to see Google go back to the Nexus brand. They would get so many people back on their team. It's unreal. Even if they don't want to call it the Nexus brand, which I think they should, I like that better than the Pixel brand, I guess. Even if they don't do that, I think they can definitely take over if they start bringing them prices back down. Yeah. Nexus. That was the one, man. Nexus was so affordable. Google slipped up trying to compete with what they thought was a good market to be in, and they messed up, son. They messed up. They messed up. They raised them prices up and they lost all their consumers. And then they took away a balance, like this high price of $1,000 and no SD card, no headphone jack. What the heck? Come on, man. That doesn't make any sense, man. I need Google to shift gears back to what the Nexus brand was about. Don't you remember the Nexus 6P? Whew. That phone was killer right there, man. Front-facing stereo speakers, they did the doggone thing, man. What's wrong with that, man? What's the Nexus 6? We used to call it the whale. Remember that? Oh, man. Man, oh, man. If Google get back to the... Oh, somebody's talking about the Nexus 6 in there. Yo, if Google gets back to the Nexus 6...
According to Merriam-Webster...
Yeah, all my Google stuff going on. If they get back to the Nexus 6, or just the Nexus brand, yeah, like Tanner said, I know Sean said it too, the Nexus 6P was the truth, son. It really was. If you was a real Android fan, yeah, they're going to have to do something. Google is not on a downhill slope, but they kind of teetering in between right now because they got everybody shook up. Don't nobody know what's coming next. So, yeah, and that was Huawei too. Huawei Nexus 6P. The materials, the phone itself was so good. I like that cold touch. Remember when it got real cold? It was all metal. Who said that glass was premium? Who thought of that? But do you remember the HTC 10? That was a killer phone. Compact, metal, all there, man. It's all there. I don't use Twitter, man. Flipper lover. I stopped using Twitter, B. I'm off of Twitter. Instagram is where I'm rocking it right now. Twitter's just sitting there. If you notice, I haven't tweeted since I don't know when. So I'm not rocking with Twitter right now. You can hit me up on my Instagram. It's still Mr. J.L. Williams. Drop me a DM or something over there. Twitter was a little too messy for me. I had to move away. The HTC 10 was the truth. HTC is another company that just allowed themselves to drop off, man. They gave up on their mobile game, and it just disgusts me, man. Where Grant at, man? Where Grant S at? He definitely, me and him rocked hard with HTC at one point. And Grant still has all of his devices. That's where I slipped up. I got rid of my HTC devices after they sat for so long. I just felt like somebody else could put them to use. I had so many brands. He collects them, and I'm not a collector. You know what I'm saying? I bought them because I liked them, and I felt like I'll hook up some people and just sell them for $100 each. But HTC, man, they slipped up. They're done with the mobile game. It's a sad thing. All of the brands like Nokia. What is Nokia doing right now? Anybody remember Symbian? Symbian was ahead of its time, B. Whether you know it or not. Symbian, can you imagine Symbian OS running right now? Having their own app store, everything. Symbian was ahead of its time. Just like WebOS, ahead of its time, man. Everything that we have right now, I think was just taken from all of these other OSs that got shut down. Look at Android. Look at Apple. You see Symbian, you see WebOS, you see BlackBerry. All these operating systems that got shut down got their ideas taken, or they took a payoff or something behind closed doors. How could these great OSs just fall off? If you don't think, okay, some of y'all might have been not have been old enough to remember Symbian, but Symbian OS was Nokia's OS. Oh my gosh, man. It was fast, folks. It was way ahead of its time. And then we all know about BlackBerry OS and WebOS. WebOS was one of the main things that came down, B, and it was fire. Now I will credit the shift that we took when Apple and Samsung shifted the market of phones, because before them, everybody was using the PDA. We were using Windows Mobile, Windows 6.1 on phones. That's where we were at. Remember the little resistive screens? You know, there wasn't even capacitive screens. It was resistive, and you had to have touch with your fingernail or a pen or something like that. It was horrible to text on them things, man. But that's what it was back in the day. That's what it was. All of those Palm Pilots and all that stuff, that was fire back in the day. We was all rocking around with those. We wasn't even doctors and nothing like that. We was rocking with Palm Pilots and PDAs. It was just cool to have your email and the web browser, and it was slow, but it's what it is. Everybody would say what's up to Trenton Marshall. Trenton in the house, formerly known as Tech Rant. Yeah. So everybody in the stream, man, there's a new YouTuber that just hit the scene, man, and I want to give him a shout out. He's quietly coming to the surface. His channel is coming along. One of his videos hit like 1,000 views. He was shocked, but I told him if you put the work in, you know, people will notice you. So I want to give a shout out to holla at your boy. We call him LaShawn, but after the stream, man, click on his channel. He's just getting started. Go give him a hard time. Give him the criticism. Give him the feedback. You know what I'm saying? He's going to need it. You know what I'm saying? You got to keep it 100 with him, because that's how you grow. You have people tell you, you know what I'm saying, you need to change this, you need to change that. But I think LaShawn is going to be all right, man. He's just getting started, so you got to give him a little bit of a hard time, but you got to give him some credit, man, because he's doing his thing over there. I got to give it to him. He's just starting out, and everybody needs some help and some push when they're starting out. We got to support them. So check his stuff out, man. I think you're gonna be surprised at us holler at you. There's LaShawn. You'll be shocked that he's over there doing the videos, and I think with time, he's definitely gonna get better. Nobody's perfect with the YouTube thing, but you got to start somewhere. You know what I mean? So I got to give him some love, because I'm liking what he's doing right now. I mean, it's refreshing. It's different. He's not in the realm with all the other YouTubers. You know what I'm saying? So I just feel like you got to show love. We got to take care of each other. That's what it is. Yeah. Trenton Marshall, man, he that's Tech Rant. He and got Grant in the house. There's a lot of YouTubers in here. Two Phones. I think Two Phones stopped doing videos. I don't know if he did a lot of live streams, but Trenton Marshall was another one. He was Tech Rant, and he got more business like on us. And he did the doggone thing. You know, his video game was always on point, man. His editing joint. I think they said somebody else edited his videos. I don't know, but I thought he was editing his videos. But the point is, his content is good. You know, he's called out a lot of YouTubers, and he's on point with it. Most arguments that he has is good. It's good. I mean, it's chill. It's the way it should be. This year, man, 2020, yeah, Two Phones, he always live streaming. That's where I know him from. This year, we're going to see a lot of stuff from the big name brands, the same name brands. I'm going to try to navigate through there. I'm going to try to get... I keep telling you guys this, but I'm going to try to give you the best affordable phones to help save your pockets. I'm going to try to. So that's my game plan, man. It's about to be 11 o'clock Central Standard Time. I don't even know what time I started streaming. But I can ask, I don't like to say, can I get a favor? Can you show love on your way out? Hit that thumbs up button. Hit that like button on your way out on this video right now. I appreciate the one super chat that came in. That's love. I appreciate that. I'm just going to put that back in the channel. Yeah. Can I get a thumbs up before you get up out of here, man? I'm about to have me, you know, probably a late night cup of coffee or something. I don't know. I'm going to go relax, chill. You know, I got to do that thing in the morning. Some people probably think, how do you balance that? Easy. That's what I'm doing outside of YouTube 24/7. Father, praying for people. It's easy. If you like it. I love that. So on your way out, you know what I'm saying? Two Phones said he might stream tonight. So if you're here, you know what I'm saying? All 100 of you, some people, go kick it with Two Phones. I ain't no hater. Go over there and pump his stream up, man. He's been live streaming for a minute. Yeah, man. But Sean's about to get back to that editing, because he was getting ready to drop that joint for y'all, man. So I'm getting ready to relax before I go in the morning and get my thing on. Get my thing on. Get my thing on. You already know. That's the real J Will. But I got love for y'all, man. I appreciate y'all joining in, man. Appreciate the super chat from Chris and everybody. I'm just gonna keep it all the way. Gotta do my thing. Yeah, Donna, you already know. That's already know, Donna. You already know. That's all day long, man. 24/7 for me. So let me see if I can figure out, because I switched this to the back camera. If you don't know, this is the Samsung Galaxy A51. I will be dropping a video tomorrow night or something like that. I recorded it like this morning or something like that. I forgot when I did it. But I try to space the videos out because I've cut back on doing so many videos as I just got other stuff going on, like, life. I like to enjoy myself, not getting any younger. So even though I know I probably look young, my name should be Holla at Your Boy. You know what I'm saying? But it is what it is. Holla at your man. It's your man Jay. And we're going to get this thing out here. Appreciate all the YouTubers that came through, all of the legit followers that come through. For the people that keep asking me that same question, yes, I'm reviewing the Samsung Galaxy A71. I know it's a popular phone. I cannot wait to get it myself. You have no idea. Yeah, I can't wait. So I'm going to switch this camera to the front again. Let me see if I can figure this out. Yeah, there it is. So here's the front camera once again. I switched to the rear because the front was kind of like brownish. It looks brownish. Now, this is a strange part before I get out of here. This is the front camera on the A51. But when I do regular video and not a live stream, it actually looks completely different than this. It looks like the regular, footage or whatever. So I don't know why the stream is doing that. But even though it has like that kind of tint to it, it's still actually really clear. You know what I'm saying? It's really clear. I don't know why it's like that, but I know for a fact that the A51 has a killer front camera. I've demoed it for you already. I've got another video dropping next week that I'm gonna work on the cameras again, because some people think that these cameras are not that great. These cameras are fantastic. Whether they look good in this live stream or not, they definitely look good in real life. Go look on my Instagram right now. I'm already giving it away. If you're in this live stream, go to my Instagram. And I took that photo right before this stream. It lets you know. So it's your man Jay. Shout out to all the YouTubers that stopped through. Man, finna get it on, man. I'm gonna keep on looking younger. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. No, I'm just playing. We in there though. God bless y'all, man. Take care.